I have been completely free from lust or PMO for over 2 years now, and back in the day it was my weakness. Porn, masturbation, you know it, and I hated myself because of it. But when I implemented these 3 holistic habits that I'm about to explain to you in depth right now in this video, my life completely changed. I will show you exactly how you can implement these 3 things wherever you are or no matter your age. It's time to get you on the winning side of the war against lust. So let's dive in. Okay, so let's say this is you. And you have a huge goal of wanting to quit porn. All your attention right now is going towards quitting this one thing because, well, it's your biggest desire, right? You want to get rid of this problem. But one thing that the ancient Egyptians, that's a horrible pyramid, wait a second. But one thing that the ancient Egyptians have told us, and that we can learn from the book called the Kybalion, is that everything that you chase, so that might be money, you might be chasing quitting porn in this example. Everything that you chase will run away from you. It's that simple. If you chase something in nature, what will happen? It will run away from you. So we can already very quickly get the conclusion that you do not need to chase the goal of quitting porn. It isn't the right approach. But the beautiful thing is that there's another law of nature that we can adapt in order to get rid of this horrible addiction. Because what happens when in nature you encounter an animal or simply just a cat on the street? Let's keep it at a cat on the street. You encounter a little cat. This is a cat. Beautiful little cute cat. If you crouch on your knees, you slowly approach it. This looks very creepy, but you get the point. Then chances are that the cat will go towards you because it's curious and you're not chasing it, you're not over obsessed about the cat. You're just inviting it into your life. We're gonna approach this entire thing of quitting porn and getting rid of lust in the exact same way, because that's what will actually get you towards this goal. Okay, so right now you're probably thinking, okay, if I just do not focus on quitting porn, my addiction will suddenly not fade, right? I will still have the desires. But I want you to trust me, and for the coming 90 days, I want you to not try quitting porn at all. Just say to yourself, I am not quitting. Yeah, you can watch it if you want to. No worries, watch it as much as you want, right? Just remove the entire identity of being the person that's trying to quit. It's the same thing when people say, hey, I'm trying to quit drinking, or I'm trying to quit smoking, or I'm trying to go to sleep earlier, right? They're the person that's trying. And I was this person for a long time too. All I wanted was to really try quitting porn. And it was my entire identity. But every single time I felt the desire, or I was just simply horny, whichever human being can be, I fell into the trap again. Because whenever I felt this lust or this desire for any sexual activity, I was instantly thinking to myself, okay, I've got to fight this battle, right? Every single time that I felt this desire, and man, you're probably a young man, you're full of testosterone, you feel this desire no matter what. Even in 30 years, if you keep your health in check, you'll still feel it. And the current identity that you have with yourself, of the person that's trying to quit, is not working. So what do? We will transmute, yes, we will transmute our energy. Transmuting your energy is basically a fancy way of saying that whenever you feel this desire of lust, whenever you feel this emotion of wanting to ejaculate, right? Because that's what it is, right? When you feel horny, when you feel like you want to watch porn, it's simply just energy inside of your body. It's a healthy sign. Horniness is healthy. Now, what has pornography done to you and what has the modern world done to you? It has created this association with yourself that being horny is actually wrong. You go into a quiet little room and you start masturbating, being as quiet as you can, all alone with yourself. So you haven't learned to transmute this energy into something else. Because here's the beautiful thing, and this will get us into the first point of the thing you can try. We will not get rid of the desire. We will not get rid of feeling horny. This is actually a good thing. This means that you're healthy, you're producing sperm, you're wanting to reproduce. Your body only becomes horny and wants to reproduce itself when it's in a healthy state. So get rid of this belief that feeling horny is bad, right? As a matter of fact, it's amazing to feel horny 24/7 because horniness is energy, all right? But the big problem is just that you're wasting it inside of a sock every single day. I'm not going to draw what's behind this because you already know what's behind this. So the conclusion here is that you're a healthy person. You have energy inside of your body that wants to get out. But you haven't trained yourself to just put this energy into different places, because Think how good it would be that every single time that you feel horny, that you feel this desire to release, that in every single moment, instead of wasting it, you can move it towards an important goal that you have, which is, once again, making some money, losing body fat percentage, which will improve 99% of the things in your life, working on a meaningful goal that you're focused on. In order to get all of these things, we have to transmute our energy to something else, which is our brain. And that takes us to the first habit that you need to implement, and that you can implement in every single moment, by the way. These aren't some things like habit lists or discipline protocols and stuff like that. These are the holistic approaches that actually change different things in your body and in your life, that will change your entire mental state so much that you will be free of this addiction in a day. And what is one thing that's always accessible to you, and one thing that can transfer your energy from different parts of your body? Think about it right now. What could it be? It's something you're doing 24/7. It's inside of your body and you cannot live without it. It's your breath. It's you breathing in and out. Now, what can we do with our breath? It's simpler than just getting some air into your lungs and getting some air out. It's a curve of energy, right? It goes in and it goes out. It goes in and it goes out. And it goes in and it goes out. And it doesn't only go in and out, it goes up and down. It goes up and down. So that means that your energy is currently down low. Your energy is currently stored in one place. And energy wants to break free, right? Think of water going through a dam. If it keeps on filling up and the wall can't take it anymore, the only thing it wants is to just break loose and let all the energy out. I want you, it's very weird what I'm about to say, and if you do not have the open mind to actually embrace this, then you can keep on trying these discipline methods and blocking porn from your website, but it doesn't work. It doesn't change the root cause, because your body simply has energy and it will always find a way to get it out of yourself, because you've made that a habit for the past 5 years, watching porn and masturbating. So the only solution here is to move this energy somewhere else. We do not only need to stop watching porn, we want to keep this energy and move it towards a new place. Now you do this by simply breathing very deeply, like you literally breathe into your balls. So you breathe downwards, and when you breathe inwards, you can tense your balls, right? And the energy will flow upwards. This also moves spinal fluids into your brain, making you more creative. And it's just the simplest way of how many people for thousands of years have gotten rid of their lust and actually changed it into them, well, improving their lives in all different areas, right? Because what happens when you do not only stop watching porn, but instead of ejaculating all the time, you circulate this energy through your body, you become more creative, your purpose becomes clearer, your masculine energy starts coming back, you start feeling happier, the world feels vibrant again, like you literally see the colors of trees and leaves brighter when you take this seriously. Okay, so now you have a very simple basic attack that you can use every single time that lust wants to come around, because you've habituated yourself to, well, ejaculate every single time that you feel this desire. But there's more. I'll immediately get into it. Another one, and one of my favorites, is grounding. Now, what is grounding? It's a spiritual practice. It's not even a spiritual practice. It's something that humans have been doing for 99.99% of humanity. Walking barefoot on the earth's soil. So this is the earth, right? It's full of creatures and leaves and things walking. It's full of energy and life. Now this earth actually allows you to move energy away from yourself. You might be thinking, like, why would I want to do that? Because I just told you that you need to move your energy upwards, right? Yes, that's true, but sometimes we can't, right? Sometimes energy gets too much, and we do not need to feel and want to feel extremely energized all the time. And what grounding does, it allows us to move this energy from our heads all the way down through our spine into the earth's soil, and it'll be gone. And it will not remove our positive energy, but our negative energy. Standing bare feet on the ground from 10 to 30 minutes actually increases serotonin, and it decreases cortisol. Now, cortisol is basically stress, and serotonin is basically the feeling of being at peace, being happy, being calm, being able to be inspired. So the simplest thing you could do that Mother Earth has given us, standing bare feet on the ground. And it doesn't need to be in the jungle too, right? It can literally be in your backyard, in your local park. And you might be seen as weird, but the problem here is those people that see you as weird, they're probably still addicted because they do not know how to transfer their energy. So just embrace being weird for once, because if everyone's normal and everyone's addicted to porn, then you have to be weird in order to get rid of porn addiction, okay? I do this almost every single day. Sometimes it's simply just not accessible, and I understand if you live in a very big city it can be hard to find a place every single day to stand barefoot. But especially now that summer is coming around, there's no excuse to really go outside, man. And it's this, you simply have to weigh the pros and the cons for yourself. If you think it's worth to travel 10 minutes somewhere to just stand there bare feet and it'll solve your entire porn addiction, then I think there's nothing more worth it than that. Because one of the worst addictions you can have as a young guy is this porn addiction. But luckily we're getting rid of it right now. And I'm very proud of you too that you're making it this far in the video, right? Like there is nothing else on your mind than solving this problem. So you already believe in yourself, you just need to have the right things to implement. And I will give you the last one that's probably the most important out of them all. And if you understand that, then you're weaponized with the most important things you need in order to get rid of this porn addiction. And the last one is something that most men do not have nowadays, especially young men, because social media and all distractions take it away from them. And that's a sense of purpose. Now, I've been struggling with this for 5 years, and that's okay, because if you're a young guy and you're still going to school and you have all these insecurities and things about yourself, then, man, purpose wasn't on my mind, right? But I never knew that this was the true problem as to why I was constantly numbing myself with not only porn, but social media, video games, and junk food. When you have something in your life, and I'll explain a way how you can find that thing, because I've struggled with it for 5 years, finding this thing. When you have something in your life that you can put your attention towards, remember this guy in the beginning, that's actually beautiful and helps the world, your energy will automatically transfer towards that. So the energy that comes from here will automatically go towards your purpose and your mission in your life. I never need to use grounding or breath work in order to get rid of, well, this lust, right? I never need to use it. Those things are only for you if you do not have this, a purpose. Because the beautiful thing, and what actually a purpose is simply just finding something that truly inspires you and being able to put all your attention towards it, like me making this video, right? I have so many ideas and things I want to share with you in order to help you improve your life in these areas. So the only thing my mind can think about is these things, right? So most of the day I do not even feel lust at all, because all this energy is already used up to, well, work on this purpose. But it's kind of a death cycle, right? Because what happens when you engage in lustful activities? You will be distracted, yeah? So your eyes will be closed. You will not be able to listen to yourself, you will not be able to hear yourself. Everything will be a distraction. You're constantly focused on, well, lust or another addiction. And because you're not focused on anything, you want to keep distracting yourself, and so the cycle keeps continuing. And therefore we need to use breath work, which I told about you in the first one, and grounding in order to break the chain. We need to move through this one little annoying cycle of you feeling lust, then distracting yourself, and because you're distracted, you do not know what to do, so you just distract yourself with more lust, and the cycle continues, and you've been doing this for years on end. And if you do not break the chain at one point, then before you know it, you're 40 years old, and you fucked around your life too much, and now you're nowhere. That's the honest truth, right? That's just simply how reality works, because another thing that these Egyptians very nicely understood is the simple law of cause and effect. If you have a certain amount of inputs that you put into your day for a certain amount of time, there will be an effect, always. And this isn't only physical things, like it isn't simply that if I drink a cup of coffee, I will be caffeinated. That's also cause of effect, but it's also the way you think about it mentally and the way you approach it. And the current things that you've been doing, so the cause, which is trying discipline, removing apps, using browser blockers and all this nonsense, has given you a certain effect. And the effect has been that you're still addicted. So I want you to try these methods out whenever you feel lust. Truly breathe deeply into your balls and move the energy upwards. Because everything is mental as well. Your reality is created in your mind. And you cannot disagree with this, because literally everything, like this thing that I can make sense of, this camera, the video you're watching right now, is all being processed inside of your mind. So if you can truly believe and see inside of your head that your energy is moving upwards, it will be so. So if you're interested, you can check the first link in the description if you want more help with this, because this goes much deeper. It's a rabbit hole that changes lives. It literally is a revolution in my opinion. And if not, then you can check out this video. Talk to you later.